I'm Gordon with Unlock Your Bioenergy. Today is Thursday, October 23rd, 2025. And today I want to discuss blood work. Reason being is because I came across a post yesterday again. This one comes from LinkedIn. And the National Blood Test Clinic, wherever this place is, it says, I'm going to read here. I thought I had long COVID. It was actually this. Really? Excuse me. I want to make sure I get my pre-workout. And they write, we've heard this story more times than we can count. This is the National Blood Test Clinic. Crushing fatigue that never lifts. Brain fog that makes work impossible. Breathlessness from simple tasks. Muscle aches that won't go away. Sleep that doesn't refresh. They've been told it's long COVID. They accepted it. They're just trying to survive. Then we run comprehensive blood work. What we actually find. Severe iron deficiency. Veteran under 30. Their body simply cannot make enough red blood cells to carry oxygen properly. Every symptom explained. Thyroid dysfunction, often subclinical. Their metabolism has slowed to a crawl. Standard tests show borderline, so it was ignored, but their body is struggling. Rock bottom vitamin D levels under 25. Their immune system is compromised, energy is depleted, inflammation is high, all dismissed as post-viral. Blood sugar dysregulation, months of stress and inactivity have created insulin resistance. The energy crashes aren't long COVID, they're metabolic. Persistent inflammation, elevated HS-CRP. Yes, there's inflammation, but it's not necessarily from the virus. It could be from nutrient deficiencies, stress, poor sleep, or diet, what I would call nutrition. And it keeps going on here, let's see. So here's what breaks our hearts, they write. These aren't rare findings, they're common, fixable, treatable. But because symptoms overlap with long COVID, they never get checked. People spend months, sometimes years, living at half capacity when a simple blood test could have revealed the real problem. Really? The difference it makes. Iron supplementation, energy returns within weeks, thyroid support, brain fog clears, weight stabilizes, vitamin D optimization, immunity strengthens, mood lifts, blood sugar management, energy becomes stable again. We're not saying that long C isn't real, it absolutely is. But we are saying, before you accept long C as your permanent reality, check what else might be happening. Because what if your exhaustion has a different explanation? What if there's a solution you haven't tried yet? What if you could feel like yourself again? The symptoms may be the same. The cause might be different, and the cause determines the treatment. And then I see this picture here, you know, they had this guy here. The diagnosis, I thought I had long COVID. It was actually this, long COVID, severe iron deficiency. Told to accept it and wait. Treatable. No clear treatment. Just entered, you know, like... For the record, this guy and this stuff, I didn't comply. And I got punished for it. Carrot got dangled in front of me like this. Did I bend? Mm-mm. Why? Because I saw what was going on. And shame on you for those who perpetrated what you did. I know who you are. I still remember who you are. Shame on you. Tried to make me eat it. Eat the punishment. That wasn't very nice. Look who's smiling now. I got zest for life. I've got energy, no brain fog. None of these symptoms that are in this article that I just read to you. Not a single one. Why is that? Who's the smart one? Yesterday, what happens? I did my 9-minute warm-up session. And I pushed a heart rate of 203. Over 200 for a second day in a row. I'm going to try again today for 3 days in a row. And demonstrate to all of you out there that your choices are what really make the difference. It truly does. Don't put your power in the hands of somebody else. And when I talk about drinking the cleanest, but also the most absorbable version of water to power your blood work, what do you think carries oxygen inside the body when blood is 94% water? What is it? Is it minerals? Is it iron, really? Mm-mm. It's the hydrogen. Always is and always will be. What is water made out of? 2 atoms of hydrogen, 1 oxygen. So do you want to have good concentrations of hydrogen inside your body when blood is 94% water? I'm just saying. And in this article, they talk about vitamin D optimization. Really? It's called sunlight. But if you're not getting enough sunlight, if you're cooped up in an office all day, can you offset that? Yes. Getting your body that signal to turn on the process of photobiomodulation to create vitamin D. Have some cholesterol floating around, and guess what? You have things that blend together. Don't get me started about testosterone, because that's tomorrow's topic. Because I see all kinds of stuff, and it just Just, oh. Like I said before, good health should not be complicated. But an industry has made it just that, complicated. Because they want your money. Can you imagine if doctors got paid to heal you? How things would be so different? They wouldn't be making money. They'd have to find something else to do. Right? Whether it's art or beating each other up. So that way, you have people fighting like that kind of entertainment, How about doctors fighting like UFC? I don't know. There'd be a whole bunch of them. People beating up. You probably get tired of watching it. Unless it was really funny or really exciting. Barbaric type of exciting. But we don't want to be seeing that. So my point is, be smart about your choices. I talk about these things at unlockourbioenergy.godaddysites.com. I've written about them. Do you need to have this? Well, I leave that decision up to you because of your circumstances. What is your work like? Are you outside regularly enough? Do you live close to the equator? Or do you live where I live? Now the days are getting shorter. The amount of daylight is getting shorter fast. Like every day it's like less. Because the sun's moving away. And does that influence how your body creates vitamin D inside the body? Yes. That's why I say, go and look at unlockourbioenergy.godaddysites.com or watch the videos that I post. Today is day number 90. I said, what was it? Episode number 98. Under here you can see the testimonials and you can find the link to the YouTube channel where I also post. I stream live here on Facebook 6 days a week. And then I transfer the videos over to the other platforms to keep the, records of everything. And if you want to learn how to make 114 degree molecular bond angle water, also known as deuterium depleted water, I show you how to do it. If you don't want to spend the time to do it and the inconvenience, well then try to buy it from somebody. Pay somebody to do it for you. I'm one of those people. You won't get it for free from me. No. Because it costs me money to make it. Would you give it away for free? Probably not. Right? It's about showing your support. Now, does the water affect blood quality? 100% it does. And I'll be the first to tell you, and there's nothing you can say to convince me otherwise. Nothing. Because it shows. 100% it shows. In my cardiovascular ability. Not only that way, but also agility. Try to match me. Try. I'm 49 years old. I probably got more spunk in the tank than people half my age. Why is that? Because I'm taking care of my body, and I have been for the last 10 plus years. But in the last few years, and after this year, April is when I decided to try this after knowing about it for 3 years. Does it help as a piece of the puzzle to blend things together? 100% it does. Can it reverse ailments? Yes. going to take time. But the body is a master at healing itself. And when you give it the right things, miracles can happen. Can you be one of those miracles? You do not know until you try. I will say this again and again and again and again. And I provide examples. So I encourage you to explore what's really good for you. I'm leading by example. If you think that leading by example is a honest way of demonstrating it, then you be the judge. I'm nobody special. I'm just Gordon Tomazic. As you see, when you scan this QR code, it'll take you to lifewave.com. And you'll see you're shopping with me. My name is written with LifeWave as a brand member. First and last name, Gordon Tomazic. I'm just trying to teach people what's possible. And if you appreciate the motivation or the consistency behind what I'm doing, show a thumbs up. Tell me what you want to see. And I'll do my best to help you virtually this way. I'm not a registered coach, but I know a few things about fitness. I just do. I've learned from the best. Do I need to be certified? Certified? If you're good at playing an instrument, you're naturally gifted. Do you need to be certified? I'm just tossing the question. Do you need to be certified to be the world's best sprinter? No. You have a gift. You have a gift of vitality, energy. So, it's just showing that you can run fast, or you can play fast, or you can teach. Whichever it is. For me, I just like being in good shape. Simple as that. If I play competitive sports, I'm a pretty competitive person. I don't need anybody to help motivate me, to do this. I do it myself, and I enjoy it. I like it. Some people say, "Oh, it's torture." No. Yesterday, I made the legs burn like crazy using the vibration plate that you see right there. I pointed right there. That's the vibration plate. And my heart rate reflected in the pain that I was feeling because it was burning. And today we're going to do more vibration plate training, but after the 9-minute warm-up. So I will be setting the metronome to 165. Okay, I gotta turn the speaker Bluetooth again back on. Oh, there we go. So that's at 165. I will be turning the heart rate monitor on. So yesterday's result, you can see here, I hit a maximum heart rate of 203 beats per minute. And that was during the last minute and a half blitz that I said I wanted to just push to the limits. That's what I did. So today will be more or less the same thing. Turn on the heart rate. That started. The timer. So we got good. You can see my heart rate at the top there. Use the rope. I'm going to use the beaded rope again today. So let's begin. 9 minutes. So I haven't eaten anything yet today, thus far. Been fasting all night. Just had a pinch of salt and a cup of water. Deuterium depleted water, always, that has a bond angle, a molecular bond angle of 114 degrees. And we're going to see what it does. If I can get that heart rate again today, doing the all-out blitz. So we're 1 minute in. Can't get that. Yeah. It's like my timing is off on that side. This side, no problem. This side. Okay. Gonna match the tempo. My body feels good today. I slept well last night. Last night I had, what I had for dinner? Some leftover ground beef. Some chicken jalapeno sausage. Beet salad. And some couscous. So that was what I had for dinner. And a few pieces of dry fruit for dessert. And that's pretty much it. Drank water. single leg crisscross. Look. Easy peasy. 49 years old. So at the, getting close to that one, to the time where we're going to do the all-out blitz. I don't know where my heart rate is, because I can't see the number. It's too small. Yeah. All right. So at the 2-minute mark that's left, I'm going to stop the metronome in preparation for the all-out blitz. Alright, I'm going to stop the metronome. Now you're just going to hear me. That's 165 about there. Four, three, two, one. All right, now we go all of this. Wow. we go. So I did see 190 something when I finished. One thing that I noticed was my heart rate started to pick up. Or not my heart rate, my breathing rate. Near the end. And largely because I wanted to keep maintaining that high intensity. And I think I did a fairly good job. Tripped only once during that last blitz. So, here we go. You can see how my heart rate just now recovered. So, today's workout, we're going to do vibration plate training. So, it's going to be shoulders and rotator. Here's the vibration plate, as you can see, an old unit. First is going to be a crisscross medial delt raise. And in the center, I'm going to plug it in. And I will be using Body Elastics green bands. So this is about 10 pounds worth of weight. And along with metronome at 60 beats per minute to help with maximizing reps. So doing super slow reps with a vibration. So it's basically going to be like, you know, moving the bands like this. If you have a trainer that's alongside with you, they can tap the bands or the cable to kind of mimic that vibration that is being transmitted from the vibration plate. But when you don't have a personal trainer, then the vibration plate becomes a really useful tool for confusing the muscle to give it another different stimulus. And the reason why I say this is because I talked about it yesterday, being when you're lifting weights or pulling, it could be a linear, when you look at a XY graph, an XY graph, and you have linear lines. So that's basically, let's say, the tension that gets, applied to the muscle. When you add the vibration, it changes that linear line to be more jagged, but linear, like this. So, and that's what changes how the muscle responds. And it's a really good way of confusing the muscle, because it doesn't know any numbers. It only knows what's being felt. And when you move the muscle through the motion, you're triggering the fibers in that particular place where the arm is being held to tear, creating those micro tears in the muscle, and it makes this type of training very useful. Now, if you did it weekly, well then, you know, you could really reap the benefits, which I can feel. I feel the changes. But your body has to be able to recover from that type of training. And if your body is not at an optimum level of recovering, well then it's going to take you longer. It's going to hurt longer. For me, I don't hurt today. And I attribute everything because of the X39. What it's doing for me inside my body, layering everything together, and just, I'm a 20-year-old. It's, or even younger in terms of regenerative strength inside the body. And that's what makes this so good. All right, so I also have the door anchor attached to the band. I've got two. So I'm going to crisscross these guys, and you'll see why. All right. So I'm going to put the anchor on the inside, facing the inside of the vibration plate, because then when I pull it toward, it's going to just snug up right against my foot. That's what you want. Okay. Now, anchor it around just underneath the arch of your foot. If you're flat-footed, doesn't matter. Okay, just gonna fix that. And then, by crisscrossing these guys, like this, the tension actually starts right here at this point. So, and it's kind of like it's pulling my arm this way. So that's like this. Now, if you wanted to reduce or create the tension, just change it like that and step on it using your heel, as opposed to, depending if your shoe's got an arch like mine, it's got an arch in it. So I want the band to be just slightly lower. Okay? Now, tension is right at the very beginning, like at this point here. And combine it with the vibration. We're going to do 3 minutes of reps unbroken. Alright? So here, up, hold it, here's a fast, explosive rep. Now slow. You can hold it down here. A little bit higher. Oh. Wow. I lifted my heels. I didn't want that to happen. Then you can change it to the ball of your foot, which I'm going to do so it stays. That way if I lift my heels up, okay, there we go. Wow. I can feel it in the traps too. Because the medial deltoid is pulling on it. 45 seconds left. God, oh, wow. Oh my. God. Go again. Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay, next one is going to be the standing shoulder press. So I'm actually going to change these. I'm going to switch to these handles here. Same principle. You get the metronome. 3 minutes of standing shoulder press. So we have tension on the bands. We're gonna press it up both sides, just like that. Wow. Wow, the burn is incredible. Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. Wow. Those hurt. Okay, next up is face pulls. This one I'm going to use the ankle straps. I'm going to take off the door stops on each one. And one thing that's going to be different today is actually standing this way instead of... So I'm standing parallel against the wall. And that's going to force me to have to squeeze the glutes, squeeze the quads, squeeze everything to execute the rear delt. And then adding the vibration as a component. So this is kind of almost a full body type workout. But because I'm attaching the bands here to the wall, I'm not putting... normally I would use the blue band, which when I'm standing perpendicular to the wall, then I have the support. But because I don't have that perpendicular structure, I have to use the rest of my body to hold the position. So it's going to be tougher to do, which is what I'm looking for. And it's going to recruit a lot more muscle groups to properly execute the face pull. Up until this point, I've done a fair bit of... Okay, so by crisscrossing them, see I'm doing it this way. Okay. Yes. Okay, that's how I'm going to do it. It's going to be tough. Yeah, it's just the right amount of slack. All right, here we go. So now I'm squeezing the glutes, the quads, and the core. Executing the rear delt pull. You can hear my heels, they come off the vibration plate. Trying to avoid that from happening. I can already feel the rear delt. Wow. Now just slow negative. Wow. Oh. 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 Wow, that was pretty uncomfortable. All right. Next up is rotator. Where I'm going to attach it here. This is going to be about that height. Oh, I need both my hands to do this. And I'm going to attach this band on to this pole that's over here. So I'm going to set the height about the same height as this one. I'm just going to measure it. This one's going to come down more about here. Slightly less. Yeah, there we go. Alright. So, by taking the... I'll take this out for now. Vibration plate somewhere here. I'm going to just gauge. Need to just go a little bit more to the okay. So by holding it this way, I'm going to do like a little bit of an isometric. Oh, I need to turn this more this way. Yes. There we go. This one over. Wow, I can certainly feel the difference in how much my right side is weaker. All the years of accordion playing. Wow. Oh, it stings. Wow. This is only 10 pounds worth of weight. Wow. Oh, the right one. here. Oh. Okay. I just realized I should have done this one in reverse. But the next one is going to be traps, which I'm going to use the door anchors. I should have done this one before switching to the rotator because I'm just doing spending double the time to set this up. Oh, there's the other anchor. I'm looking for it. Hiding on me. Then I'm going to use an additional band, which is this yellow one. So to finish the weight at the where the stretch of the muscle activated at the very end. So basically I'm going to be doing kind of plate raises. That's what I'm doing. So door anchors on the feet and then raising up, and then I'll be pulling the yellow band away from the wall like this. So you can see that it's going to be the weight starts here, up, and then still all pulling away. So that is the direction and how I will be doing this. So I'll be facing towards the wall, and that's the reason why my back will be facing the camera. So I'm just going to gauge the distance here for like this. Yes, that's kind of what I want. Now, I'm going to be, I could do it this way. Put the band on the inside because I'm going to be stretching it a lot. So putting the anchor on the outside of the foot this time as opposed to the inside. Like that. Oh, come on. So just balancing it out. So like this. So you get stretch at the top. And then there we go. Alright. And yes, you turn, standby goes off. 3 minutes. Program 1. Let's go. Wow. You can do an explosive one with this motion with the bands and don't have to worry about the inertia. So that way you can work the type 2s in that area of the body, not only the type 1s. Oh, wow. This is only the 3rd weekend that I'm doing this exercise, so I should have been doing this much sooner. Oh, wow. I've got the explosive strength, but not the type 1. Oh, wow. Oh. Whoa. Slow rapid. Wow. All right. That's it for today. You can probably tell I have the change in the muscle pumpness. I think it's showing. So I'm gonna turn off the metronome. Here we go. Let's have a look at what the heart rate is. So I haven't looked down at the bottom number yet. So today's date is October 23rd, 2025. Okay, let's have a look. Wow, so it was 193 that I hit today. So that was in the all-out burst. So my heart rate came up quite, whoops. So 193 and then dropped right down and then stayed almost right down to 50 again after that warm-up. So I was in that range of 185 to 206 for a minute and 18 seconds. So you can see here you see here 185 to 206, and there's the time that it was in that range. So this is kind of the features that this particular app offers, you know, to help with your conditioning if you were looking to improve that. So obviously, you know, if you're doing a 200 meter sprint, is that 118 kind of reflective of that distance, you know? And I don't know, I haven't really tested that before, so I don't know the answer, but I'm sure there's people out there in the world that know, you know, when you're doing an all-out running hard, let's say a 200 meter sprint, that does your heart rate get up to that height or that duration? And if it doesn't, then you know, you got more in the tank, essentially. So that's the outcome for today. So almost 3 days in a row hitting the big numbers. So is my body getting used to, let's say, the 9 minutes worth of skipping, or am I just taking it a little easy? Oh, all the beep says maybe I'm getting used to it, but tomorrow is Feel It Friday, so I will be doing skipping during the card workout, because I will be using the cards tomorrow. That's the jump rope, mountain climber with push-up, along with the jumping jacks. So military style workout, and I'm going to try to do it as fast as I can, essentially. So I think my overall time has been improving. I'll have to look back to see if that's actually the case, but the cards kind of really throw a wrench into that thought, because if there is, let's say, three queens in a row, you know, and if you're big numbers, that's a lot of reps, and depending on what my conditioning is, I know that for chest exercises it has been more of a weakness for me, and this is just throughout the years. I'm gifted with legs. And legs, glutes, quads. My lower, I've got longer legs than I do torso. So, you know, call it what it is. That's my anatomy. So, I hope you enjoyed today's workout and the topic of blood work and the importance behind drinking the cleanest but most absorbable. I'm Gordon with Unlock Your Bioenergy. We'll see you tomorrow for Feel It Friday, episode number 99. Bye.